Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some pretty, in my opinion, kind of funny news, but maybe not so funny for the Microsoft and Xbox employees, where this brand new policy is actually affecting, well, quite a few different folks out here, mainly because Xbox seems like it's getting a little bit on the greedy side. Now, we have some memes about this, we have some policy talk we're going to talk about, and as well, some brand new Xbox offerings, but every now and then Xbox kind of does some kind of sketchy things, and I want to hear your thoughts and comments and all this type of stuff down below. So I'll make sure you guys are subscribed with those notifications on. We have a bunch of Howl links down below for the best video games up on sale. Hashtag it up at Best Buy. We have multiple different links, so check them out if you guys are interested or want to check out any good sales. We also have the Twitter and Twitch link down below. We actually might be playing some Call of Duty up on Twitch as well, in case you guys are curious. And that's going to be linked down below. I'm probably live right now. And of course, I appreciate y'all so much for watching here in the first place. So when it comes to Xbox 2, Xbox has been a little bit of a, well, trying their best to get a little bit of money. If you guys have been seeing our videos and talking about over here, the Xbox was trying to go raise their Xbox Series S pricing. And now a lot of folks have been against that. I made a few videos against that. I'm still adamantly against that too. But as well, there's some other various things such as subscription plans when it comes to Xbox. Now, if you guys have ever worked in like the big proper like restaurant industry, it's probably the best thing I could highlight really quickly. Let's say you work at a diner. Let's say you go work at a random family restaurant. Let's say you even work at Chipotle or McDonald's. A lot of these places will go and offer and give you either really, really cheap food, or most of the time, if they're normal and not feel the corporate greed, they'll give you free food on the job. Whether it's like right after the kitchens are closing on down, you go and ask the chef and be like, hey, yo, can I have a burger to go take on home in the middle of your shift for lunch, or whatever it might go and be. Typically, that is a pretty nice perk on the job. Now, if you guys have ever done other different types of jobs, sometimes like those perks also keep on expanding. Let's say you go have a job at the gym and you get free gym service. Like stuff like that's usually very nice. And typically for Microsoft or Xbox, they'd also have a really, really nice nifty perk. And now this perk was one that I myself would probably appreciate, which was the free Xbox Game Pass. But for some odd reason, the corporate world, you can't always go and have something nice because Microsoft employees aren't happy right now that they're losing the free Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If I was working at Xbox and I had a job at Xbox and I was in the Xbox department, whether it's for me having to go and check out different types of games, keep up with work conversation, or any other various things, I'll be honest with you guys. I'd be expecting to have Xbox for free. I want to have my Game Pass for free. If I'm literally working on a game such as Call of Duty or whatever, guess what? I want the game for free. It's just like the bare bones. And like I said, if you think about a restaurant industry, if you're going and serving people, bringing people food all day, the least the owner can do is go and give you like a free milkshake at the end of the day. And it kind of seems like Microsoft has taken away their milkshakes here, and people are not happy. Xbox employees will still get Game Pass, but the vast majority of Microsoft employees will now have to go and pay for it. So it seems like Microsoft has removed this nice little extra perk, which doesn't really make that much sense to me. So Microsoft is removing the free Xbox Game Pass Ultimate benefit for most of its 38,000 employees. That is ridiculous. Now, as you guys even kind of saw from the article itself, some Xbox people might still keep it, but as well, some folks are literally losing it. And also a lot of Microsoft folks as well also are losing it. So sources familiar with Microsoft's plans tell The Verge that the company started informing employees this week that in January of 2024, the free Xbox Game Pass Ultimate benefit for permanent Microsoft employees will now no longer be available. I understand that the Xbox employees will continue to keep the benefit, but the vast majority of Microsoft employees who aren't a part of the Xbox Microsoft Gaming will see the benefit disappear in the next year. Microsoft employees will be able to purchase a discounted 12-month Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription at the company's internal store. So as the article goes and says, I'm probably sure like a large majority of Xbox people working in the Xbox department will get it for free, but as well, one big thing to note is that there's also quite a few contractors as well that work at Xbox, and I'm sure as well there also might even be like a vesting period. Sometimes like once you get like 6 months working, you get to have that, and it's also probably awkward to bring up on your very second day of working at Xbox saying, hey, yo, can I get my free Xbox Game Pass? And as well, I'm sure there's going to be some sort of maybe departments that they decide that they don't necessarily need to have. Let's say like you're in the social media department or something else, they might go and be like, hey, you don't necessarily need this, or HR, or some various other maybe accounting points. We just don't necessarily need to have that as a job benefit. So either way, a lot of Microsoft people too are going to be a little bit on the, well, screwed side, because it just seems dumb. It's like your parent company has this really cool benefit. It's already on the cloud server, so think like think xCloud. Like, they literally have a cloud, billions of dollars worth of cloud hosting. It's already there. And like, you're already an employee doing other various things at Microsoft, which overall should be making the company money. So if you're a random coder working on Windows, well, guess what? You're probably going to go and have a PC, and that probably means you're going to have Game Pass. And it's kind of crazy to go and see that they're literally going to start charging their own employees for this. Like, the fact that they're like, hey, you could still have a discounted 12-month membership if you get it in the internal store, that's insulting to me. Some Microsoft employees have taken to the company's internal messaging platform to voice their objections about the benefit being removed. The employee post even prompted Xbox chief Phil Spencer to respond, noting that he wasn't aware of the changes and is looking into the situation. So while this is like a big thing to note, like, it's like not the, it's like $10. Like, I don't want to say it's like crazy, but it's like a nice benefit of working there. It's like, if you want to be involved in the gaming industry as a whole, you care about this. So they said they've reached out to Microsoft to comment on the Game Pass removal, but the company didn't respond in time for their publication. The removal of the Microsoft employee benefit comes months after Xbox Game Pass saw the price hike as well, so it almost kind of seems like they just want to go and make the extra money. Now, this isn't, like, it seems kind of greedy to me. Microsoft moved the Xbox Ultimate Pass from $14.99 to $16.99, alongside price increases for the Xbox Series X console in most markets outside the United States. Microsoft also launched Xbox Game Pass Core in September to replace Xbox Live Gold, and Xbox chief Phil Spencer warned more than a year ago that Xbox Game Pass growth on console had slowed down, with Microsoft choosing to focus more on PC Game Pass throughout 2023. It kind of seems they have done that as well. So Microsoft hasn't provided more numbers for quite some time. But at the same time, this is like sad to see. Like, I feel bad for the employees, mainly because in my mind, like, if you're working at a place, like I keep on referencing like a restaurant, you want the bonuses, you want the benefits. And while they did say like quite a few Xbox folks will probably go and get it, at the same time, I would be upset. Like, let's say, like I said, you're in like a random Xbox employees, well, maybe potentially just maybe you're like an HR side, like I said, we don't necessarily quote unquote need it. Well, then guess what? You might lose it. Or let's say you're a Microsoft person who sometimes does go do rotations, which has happened. I actually know quite a few folks that sometimes will work in different departments or do temp work and kind of have like almost be like a filler in. We see that happen, or also contract people, or as well if you're brand new to the company. So like overall, people do not seem happy with it. Now, I did go and see actually quite a few of the comments too as well on this one, where it's like, hey, if you have all of these like 200,000 people, that could be an extra $4 million, rounding up, $3.5 million a month when it comes to money. Basically saying, hey, yo, guess what? Microsoft wants that extra money. And now, granted, not everyone's going to go and get Game Pass. Not everyone's going to be in the big corporate side. Not everyone's going to be supporting this decision, but it's still crazy to go and see. And they literally like, hey, they literally make Xbox run. Like, that's how I feel. Like, they're literally working the company. That sucks for all those employees. Realistically, all Microsoft employees should get free access to all their services. I would agree. And a lot of people have those upvotes and agreed on that too as well. And it doesn't make any sense. Replacing employee perks with extra revenue. Like, people are saying, yeah, quote unquote, looking into it. Xbox for the players, not the players, just the payers. And it's kind of sad to go and see, because if I was working at Microsoft, like I said, this wouldn't make me go and leave. Like, a lot of folks are getting paid some good, solid six-figure budgets when it comes to Microsoft. Like, it makes sense. Like, they're making some good money. But at the end of the day, I could still be upset. Like, I don't know. Even though the Microsoft employees, you can kind of see some of the memes where people are like, what's going on over here too? They say at least the Xbox employees still get it, but all Microsoft employees should get it. And like I said, there's always going to be like those weird wild cards too, or also departments where they may not go get it as well. And same thing too with Microsoft people. I think everyone at Microsoft should get this. Like, this is, at least in my opinion. So, but yeah, you can say, like, to the streets, the protest, this can't stand. Oh boy. Phil, the snake oil salesman, they just paired him anyways too. He just made $42 million in a year. They must really be going to a negative Game Pass. A bunch of freeloaders, just give them the core. And honestly, maybe give them the core access to. That's maybe not the world's worst idea, so they can still use the product. But either way, like I said, I'd feel insulted if I had to. So I'm kind of curious. And at the same time, too, this is what I was trying to say as well. Most of their teams probably work together in some way with the Xbox brand at this point, so I don't see why they shouldn't all go get it. And that's kind of how I feel. Like, it really just feel like bare bones. Like, it really should be easy. Now, some folks kind of have the other optimistic where it's like, be grateful they get to keep their jobs, which I agree on. Like, you're going to probably get paid a pretty decent amount. You get stock options. You get a pretty decent paycheck. You get employee benefits. And I'm sure most folks at Microsoft are happy with their job. And they're also happy when I can laid off, like we saw with some PlayStation layoffs, or even the earlier in this year Xbox layoffs or Bungie layoffs or whatever. So, I mean, like, I can't complain too hard, but at the end of the day, it still is kind of stinky to go and see. And as well, also has a few brand new Xbox Game Pass offerings, in case you guys want to go and not pick up playing the games. Link down below in the how links. We do also have all these other various brand new things coming out over here, such as Football Manager 2. I'm kind of curious what Thirsty Suitors might be. Wild Hearts as well. Like a Garden, Gaidin, the man who erased his name too, and also Coral Island. So there's actually some pretty cool Xbox Game Pass games. So make sure you guys are subscribed. We're going to be playing some Call of Duty. Link down below on Xbox. Check out the how links #ad if you guys would like to down below. Subscribe if you guys are new. Give me your thoughts and comments as well down below.